Hey guys, what's going on? Adam Snyder here with the Homemade Entrepreneur. Yes, I am still sick, but that's not going to stop me from doing another video for you guys. So today I actually want to change it up a little bit because I want to talk more about getting your sales like rolling. And this deals with Amazon FBA. So if you are blocked out of FBA and you're doing merchant fulfilled, I will have another video right after this one, so stay tuned for that. Or go check that out. It might be live already. But yeah, I wanted to do this because I hear a lot of people saying the same thing. My sales were this and this and this. Let's say, 20 sales a day. They were doing good. I was making money. I was smiling. Everything was good. I was happy. And then the next day, nothing. What happened? I want to show you why your sales are dropping off. What you can do, in my opinion. Now this I have tested this strategy and it does work. It's not going to put, you're not going to make you a millionaire by any means. It's going to actually make you less money by doing this, but you only do it just very quickly. It's like, a 1, 2, 3 day thing. Boom, you get some sales in, put a smile back on your face, and you get your other inventory just start rolling. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly what that is. Okay guys, so the strategy that I'm talking about, it's actually very simple. I have a few products up here. We'll just start with this one. But so all it is that you're doing, it's actually pretty simple. You're buying a product that sells very quickly. So this product right here, this Degree Women's pack of 2, sells for like 4 or something. It's $837 in beauty, or number 9 in combination deodorant and antiperspirants. So it's a good seller. This thing is selling very quickly. It's not like I sold this exact one, but the strategy is still the same. What I'm actually doing is I'm buying this product. So buying this product right here, I'm going to sell it at whatever price. I really don't care. On some of these, I actually lost money. I think on the deodorant I lost money, and I think on the underwear I end up losing money. So I actually bought these exact ones, Calvin Klein's in extra large. I don't remember what I sold it for, but I think I ended up losing like 50 cents or 75 cents, something like that. It wasn't much. I ended up buying 2 packs of these, sold them within an hour. Within the day. I think I sold them within the day or something, that they got checked in. Bought these shoes. These shoes ended up making money, but I sold them at the low FBA. These shoes, I think they're like 500 when... Oh, so there's 77 in shoes now. I think they're like 500 at one point. I sold these white ones. Bought 2 pairs. Sold them very quickly. Again, these sold quick. That sold quick. The underwear, sold within a day, obviously. This thing, it sold really fast. This thing, the rank was awesome on this. Where is it? There it is. 167 in home improvement, number 1 in commercial door hardware, and number 1 in tool sets. Anything that's number 1 in any category, even in these secondary, tertiary or whatever they call them, third category. When you start getting into subcategories, if it's number 1, chances are it's moving. Okay, you don't get number 1 on accident. Things happen. People love this. I bought this thing, I think at a Ace Hardware, I believe. I bought 4 of these, and I think I sold it. The price I sold it for, I paid. It was like $24.99 or something like that, and I think I ended up making like, it was like $2.50 or $3 off of it. It wasn't much. It was barely anything. But what I was trying to do, and the strategy that I'm trying to relay to you guys, it's not like a long-term strategy. You're not gonna get rich off this thing, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a push from my account. Is just maybe I'm not seeing as many products in home improvement selling, or in clothing or shoes or beauty. If that's the case, what I do is I will actually go out and with my sole purpose is to go out and find products that are selling in that category, that are selling extremely well. And so for the deodorant, like I said, I didn't buy this exact one, but what I did is I went on Amazon, looked for the top selling deodorants, then looked on Walmart.com to see if they had it, or if I went to Walgreens or Target or wherever, figured out where they had it, went to go buy it, and just send it off to Amazon. And I do stuff like that every once in a while. Now, if I already have a hot selling item at Amazon, I'll just lower my price and take maybe a little bit of loss or whatever, just to push my inventory out. Because what that does, in my opinion, now there's no case study, there's no evidence to support this. So just so you guys know, there's no evidence whatsoever. All I know is that when I did this, my income increased, my sales increased, but my sales increased for those particular categories. Okay, that's huge. Now, I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Chances are that was a big reason, because just getting a few sales inside those categories and just pushing out inventory. Now, this obviously, I haven't done this in a little while, only because I'm sending in so much inventory, I can't keep track of what categories aren't selling extremely well. Right now, everything's selling really well. In Q4, things just start moving, so just be ready for that. Okay, so try this if you want to. It is one of those things that it's kind of up and down. Do you want to take a loss? Are you trying to make the most profit possible, or are you just trying to push out inventory? So have one other thing, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so I just kind of wanted to talk a little more one-on-one, because the strategy that I was just showing you, it does work. In my opinion, I still do it every once in a while. It was one of those things I was taught, wasn't really taught, I was kind of turned on to this strategy by somebody that's been in this business for a little bit longer than I have, and he understood a little bit more than I did. So his thought, which I can totally understand his thought process and where he's coming from. His thought was, the more sales you get within a category, and the more quality sales, so something that as long as nobody leaves bad feedback or anything like that, the more sales you get within a category, the more authority you're going to have inside that category. Which also goes into the next thing, which a lot of people have said this exact same thing, and I believe it 100%, is if, let's say, myself and one other seller, so I got myself and one other seller, we're selling the exact same thing. Let's say we're selling, these aren't the same thing, but let's just imagine we're selling these Scotty peelers. This is a Scotty peeler, this is just a label peeler thing. Let's say we're selling, each one, we're selling these. Okay, so I sell 100 of these, every single month. Let's say the other guy sells, 2 every single month. I would be considered a more of an authoritative seller than he would, because I'm selling more. I get more positive feedback. I get more sales. I'm, all that stuff. Everything's going good. So in the same sense, if you get more sales within a category, you should be you should have a little bit more authority than somebody else that is getting very few sales. With that said, when it comes down to who owns the buy box, as we all know, the buy box is not the holy grail of Amazon. People will go past the buy box and just try to get the best price, the best product, whatever. But a lot of people, they don't know that. They click on add to cart. They click on buy now, whatever it is. The one click transaction, whatever they call it, one click ordering. A lot of people do that. Okay, so they just click right there on the page, add to cart, good to go, whatever, they go check out. That is why having the buy box is very important. In my opinion, the strategy that I just showed you, it's not something that, like I said, haven't been tested. Am I saying it's going to work for everybody? No, it's not. It's just one of those things I want to put out there, because I feel that for my business, it has worked. Just, even if it's just one sale. If you've never got a sale inside beauty and you want to start getting more into beauty, try pushing out a hot selling product, just one. All it takes is just one product to get you going. And even though maybe it doesn't do anything inside Amazon, but in my head it's like, okay, I did this, that item sold, and now other things are just falling right into place. Now, if you guys feel the same way, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button. Comment below what your thoughts are, because I know a lot of people out there, and Amazon never says how they do stuff, what their algorithm is. Obviously, then they don't want to release any of that information, which I understand. But for us sellers, we're trying to figure out how do they figure out who gets the buy box? How do they figure out who if you're up against Amazon and you get the buy box, why are you getting the buy box over somebody else? is it going back and forth, which in most cases it always goes back and forth to the lowest, not always the lowest, but most of the time to the lowest FBA offer and to the best account. So if you got a newly launched account, you're going up somebody with 10,000 rankings or 10,000 reviews on their account. Who do you think is going to get the buy box the majority of the time? The person that just launched their account or somebody with 10,000 reviews? Probably the person with 10,000 reviews, in my opinion. But like I said, comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are, because honestly, I'm trying to learn as well and bring in a bunch of information from you guys that are actually selling through FBA and myself, and the information that I'm bringing from multiple long-time sellers. Yeah, put it all together and try to get the best answer possible. That's all we can do, right? So I think that's all I got for you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Comment down below or send me a message over on Facebook, facebook.com/homemade entrepreneur. And yeah, talk to you guys soon.